Hello, everyone. So I am here with the word today. Actually, it's nighttime, but I could not go to sleep. It's weighing heavy on me. This is a word that I supposed to got it out about 2 days ago, and I had a dream first, and then shortly after that, it was a vision. So I just want to say this. So many of us are on this here walk of faith with God, right? And it's not an easy path. It's not easy. And some of you, I'm just going to be completely honest. What I got in the dream and the vision and in the word, what God led me to in the Bible, is some of you are getting off path. And when I say off path, God has shown you his path. God has shown you the way um, that we should walk, the way that we should, his laws. He's shown us, he's taught us, he's equipped us. We are not in lack anymore. And we're fully equipped to take on this here mission that we're called to do. But however, we're falling back into old patterns, and some of you are not even realizing that you're falling back into those patterns. You are it's kind of blindsided, like blurry for you. The patterns that you're falling back into are blurry to you. But this is the message that I got from the Lord. Like I say, it was patterns, the God's patterns, the things that he's taught you, the things that he's stripped you from, the things that he equipped you for. You're getting discouraged because the promise hasn't came yet, and God is saying you need to get back in position and get back in position. And the patterns, that's the main thing that I kept getting. Like, he's shown us his way to walk. He's shown us the way of righteousness. He's shown us how to position our hearts and how to give and be fruitful and guard our ear gates and our eye gates. But however, a group of people are getting discouraged because the promise has not came to pass yet. And you are starting to slowly, and it was like you don't realize that you are falling back into your old ways, but you are falling back slowly into old ways and old patterns. And I just want to read Romans 6:13. It says, matter of fact, Romans 6:12. Therefore, do not let the sin region in your mortal body so that you obey its desires. And do not offer any parts of it to sin as weapons for unrighteousness, but as those who are alive from the dead, offer yourself to God, and all parts of yourself to God as weapons for righteousness. For sin will not rule over you, because you are not under the law, but under grace. But then, should we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? Absolutely not. Don't you know that if you offer yourself to someone as obedient slaves, you are slaves of that one you obey, either of sin leading to death or of obedience leading to righteousness? But thank God that although you used to be slaves of sin, you obey from the heart that pattern of teaching to which you were handed over, and having been set free from sin, you become enslaved to righteousness. So the things that, um, the teaching of God that he's handed over to us and that he's taught us, we have been set free from our sin. We have been set free, made new. we are walking in a new light. We're walking in light and not darkness. But some of you, a group of people, are starting to get discouraged and again walk in sin and starting to go down patterns that it's blurred. Like I say, the patterns, you may not see that you're walking in those patterns, but you are starting to walk in those old patterns again. And we just need to clean that up, because you've been doing amazingly. You've been doing great. You've been doing very, very good. So get back in alignment, whatever it is that you need to do. I know this test and this here journey is not easy, but do not get discouraged. Be strong in this here fight. Um, know that whatever God has promised you, it will come to pass. But we want to be in alignment with God. He's getting ready to do something major, but we cannot let the enemy try to come in and discourage us and have us thinking that it's not going to come to pass, and making you want to just throw in the towel because you feel as if this here journey is getting too rocky for you. Okay, stay the whole course. Um, stay the whole course, because God is lifting you up, and you're going to look back one day and you're going to realize how far you have come. And I know it can be tough. I know this here journey is not an easy journey. Many people don't even speak on how hard this journey is. We're all looking for this promise, but many people are not speaking on, how tough this journey really, really is. And you are a soldier if you're standing in it, and you're fighting these battles, whether you know it or not. You've already did tremendous breakthrough. You've already did so much breakthrough, because the enemy didn't even know that you were going to make it this far, and you have made it this far, and you're still pushing and you're still going. You're not giving up, and you're still holding on to faith of what God has promised and told you. And you love God, and he knows that. That's why he chose you here for this here mission. And just get back in position. It, like I say, it is not an easy journey, but God gave it to you because he knew that you are strong, and he knew that you can fulfill this mission. He knew that you are the one for this. He specifically have you for this. So do not get discouraged. Get back in position. And I just want to leave that message here. For someone. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I just could not go to sleep. God laid it heavy, and I was supposed to have, gave this message about 2 days ago, and I did not put it out, but I am putting it out now for those of you who, are getting discouraged because the promise is not coming fast enough. Hold on to your post, stay in alignment, because something is getting ready to shift for you. Look back at everything that you have already come through and broken through. You have broken through seals already that you didn't even know that you could do. So this is just the beginning. This is just it's so much more that God has for you. It's so much more that God has for you. But again, I'm going to leave this message here. You all have a wonderful night. God loves you. I love you. And continue to be strong. You are a soldier. You are a leader. And I encourage you all to keep God first. Keep God first and stay connected with God, because he's the one who is able to make these things change in your life. A lot of times we find ourselves, it's nothing wrong with, God does send his people, but don't get overwhelmed with taking in so much to where you feel like you're just bombarded and things are just not coming to pass. You've been listening to all these here videos, because it can be a lot, So pray to God, talk to God first and seek God first so that you can have a connection with him to where he can start revealing himself to you, to where to make it a little bit more easier on you. You understand? So I'm going to leave this message here. Again, good night, you all, and talk to you all later.